Let me get on the mic. Let me get on the mic. Let me get on the mic. Hey. You better knock on the door, Tenno, and lay them all on the floor, Tenno, because I think they want more, Tenno. Hello. Welcome to the Warframe Collective. Today, I would like to talk about Warframe and compare it to Fortnite. And I already know there's going to be some people in the comments like, oh, why do you want to compare these two games, bro? They're totally different. And listen, I get where you're coming from, but these games still share some similarities that make them the best in each of their respective genres, even though Warframe, being a space ninja looter shooter, is a very niche genre. Now, if you would have told me 10 years ago I'd be a Warframe player sitting here advocating for Fortnite, I may not have believed you, but here we are. Now, Warframe is one of the best free-to-play looter shooters on the market, and if you haven't played it, you may think I'm just talking out of my ass, but if you have played it, then you already know. And then on top of that, the game's free, so if you haven't played it, get on that shit. Now, Warframe is a free-to-play looter shooter developed by Digital Extremes, and it is easily one of the best games on the market, with its only real competitors being Destiny and maybe Deep Rock Galactic. Whereas when you look at Fortnite, Fortnite is a free-to-play competitive battle royale shooter, and just like Warframe, it's also the best in its respective genre, even though Fortnite competes directly with games like PUBG, Call of Duty, and Battlefield. Now, if you haven't played Fortnite in the past 5 years, you may think I'm just talking out of my ass, because Fortnite used to only cater to one type of player. That was the Builder Pro, the goddamn Minecraft user, the motherfucker who, instead of getting into a gunfight, they wanted to build a 3-story apartment complex and take pot shots at you from the top of that bitch. And listen, I can build some crazy expansive shit in video games, but not that quick, and not when I'm trying to get into a gunfight with you, bro. But as Fortnite continued to grow, they actually did something that was fucking ingenious. They didn't get rid of building. Instead, they added a zero builds mode to Fortnite, and that made the game crazy accessible to a lot of people and expanded it to a wider audience. And real quick, expanding a game and making it available to a wider audience is something you have also seen from Digital Extremes via Warframe. If you think Warframe's niche now, you should have seen Warframe when it first came out. The parkour was actually real parkour. It was actually real wall running to where you had to be crazy precise or you weren't going to be able to do it. And so if you think Warframe looked intimidating now, imagine how it was back then. Now, the genius thing about Fortnite's Zero Build Battle Royale is it basically turns Fortnite into a totally different game. And unlike Call of Duty, where all your matches feel like a predetermined sweat fest due to the massive skill-based matchmaking, Fortnite doesn't feel like that, for the simple fact that you got 100 fucking players in the lobby. So if you have any kind of confident gunfighting skill whatsoever, you're going to outplay a lot of players in that lobby. And yeah, you can make the argument that a lot of these players are probably kids, but bro, that's the fucking same in any fucking multiplayer game you play. A lot of those motherfuckers are kids. Then on top of that, the longer you survive, the more pressure you're going to feel, because you're going to start to run into those badass players and those cheesy players once you get closer to those last 10. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to lose to that player, because just like Warframe, Fortnite offers a fuck ton of different ways to win. Maybe you've looted better weapons than your opposition. Maybe you've managed to ambush them with some explosive. Maybe you managed to get in close and just beat the shit out of them with a baseball bat. In Fortnite, you don't always have to be better, because most of the time, superior tactics will prevail. Now, this next point may sound silly, but in any one of DE's games you play, in any one of them, you're going to see inspiration from Epic Games, whether that's Dark Sector, Warframe, Soulframe, Warframe 99, whatever. A lot of that shit's inspired by Epic Games, because what a lot of people don't realize is DE used to work directly with Epic Games on the Unreal series. A lot of weapons in Warframe are ripped directly from Unreal in Unreal Tournament, and I don't care how you feel about Epic Games, but Epic Games has made some of the best games of all time, and DE has collaborated with them on some of those games. Even when you first boot up Warframe, in the Warframe tutorial. And mind you, the tutorial has been way revamped since I first started playing, but if you've experienced the Warframe tutorial in recent years, even the music in the tutorial will remind you of Unreal. But if you've never experienced Unreal before, you may think DE's just coming up with all this shit on their own, when in reality they're drawing a lot of inspiration from Epic Games and the Unreal series. Now, once again, these companies are so close-knit, that's probably why they're both so pro-consumer. And to be honest, Epic Games may edge out Digital Extremes in the pro-consumer area just a little bit, for the simple fact that Epic Games has the Epic Game Launcher, which is their own storefront. And listen, I know a lot of people hate the fucking Epic Game Launcher, but if you're a broke motherfucker and you don't have the means to buy video games, Epic Games will throw you a ton of free games just to have their shit installed on your computer. So a lot of people have reaped rewards from that and claimed a lot of free games via the Epic Game Launcher. When you look at Warframe, almost anything in the game can be obtained by simply playing the game. And most of the time, if an item can't be obtained, it's because it's a cosmetic item that was player created, and it needs to be purchased with premium currency. Now, the other side of the coin is the player that created the item actually gets a kickback for you buying that item. But Warframe still has a system to where you can acquire rare gear by simply playing the game and hustle up premium currency in the trade chat. So as long as you're willing to go out into the world and acquire rare gear and speak with people in the trade chat, you can obtain just about anything in Warframe for free. Then on top of that, as you progress through the game, you learn that just about everything is craftable. So as long as you're willing to invest the time and resources to obtain all the shit for free, you don't have to spend any money. Then furthermore, Warframe also has a battle pass system that you can't even pay for because the damn shit is free. Now, when you look at Fortnite, Fortnite is also extremely pro-consumer for being a competitive game with a battle pass model. Now in Fortnite, you actually can pay for the battle pass, but the thing is, as long as you keep playing and as long as you keep making your way through the battle pass, you can easily accrue enough premium currency in order to just purchase the next battle pass, assuming you haven't spent that premium currency on a character in the store shop. Over my 5 years of playing Fortnite, I've probably spent less than $100 and I have a vault full of loot. Then on top of that, they also offer the Save the World game mode for an extra $20, which is basically a zombie horde shooter. But if you play that mode, you can also accrue more premium currency that you can spend at your own leisure. Fortnite also has a mission system to where if you complete missions and you complete in-game challenges, you will be offered loot in the form of characters, cosmetics, and other random bullshit. Now, when you look at the business model for both of these companies, both of these guys make a fuck ton of money off of cosmetic items and skins. And one of the primary differences, though, is Fortnite actually collaborates with a bunch of big companies and a bunch of famous people, giving them access to a bunch of noteworthy characters like Spike Spiegel, Batman and Robin, Superman, Wonder Woman. If you have a favorite singer or a favorite actor, most likely they have a fucking skin in Fortnite. It's actually kind of insane. Whereas when you look at Warframe, Warframe doesn't have anywhere near that level of collaboration, for the simple fact that Warframe and Digital Extremes is a much smaller company, but Warframe also offers you a fuck ton of customization to begin with, and you can design a certain skin to look like fucking Batman or Spawn or some shit. And yeah, I know you can make the argument that you would have to still have that skin in the necessary items to do so, but that shit's all still obtainable through gameplay, so don't complain. Then on top of that, DE may not collaborate with a lot of people, but if DE did collaborate with Marvel, I wouldn't be opposed to that. If they want to give us a Flash Volt skin, or if they want to do a Star Wars collaboration, have a fucking Mesa Stormtrooper skin or a Stormtrooper Site 09 skin, I'd be here for that shit. Anyway, when it comes to free-to-play Space Ninja looter shooters, there's no game that's better than Warframe. But when it comes to free-to-play competitive shooters, specifically in the Battle Royale genre, there's nothing better than Fortnite. So if you've never played Zero Builds, I'd highly recommend it. And listen, Fortnite does have its problems, you know? Specifically when you get to the end of the game, shit starts getting weird because you start encountering all those cheesy motherfuckers and those motherfuckers that have managed to make it to the end of the game with all the rare loot that no one else was willing to find. Fortnite offers so much variety and so many different experiences in one match that you might say, fuck it, man. Instead of participating in the Battle Royale, I'm gonna fight this fucking Dark Souls boss that Epic Games put in here for some reason. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Best thing you can do for me at this point is just to have a beautiful day. Peace.